Chelsea are unlikely to turn their attention to signing Lions' Ryan Cherki until after Brighton's Moises Caicedo is completed. Reported by Football London. Football London claims Cherki remains a Chelsea transfer target and the club have contacted the player and his agent. There seems to have been some positive feedback regarding the possibility of a transfer. But reports say the Blues want to put an end to the Caicedo saga before focusing on other things in the transfer market. They added that Chelsea and Brighton will continue talks over the weekend for the defensive midfielder, but added that a second offer worth around £70 million was recently rejected by the latter. In our opinion, Pochettino's team is spot on in prioritizing mid-park before looking for more creators. We are sorely lacking in that position and Caicedo will make a big difference. At the same time, I would hate it if Cherki left us. Mauricio Pochettino is confident Raheem Sterling will be a vital cog for Chelsea next season. Raheem Sterling, who's now 28, is actually one of the most senior players in the Blues dressing room when you check out their very young squad. Signed for £50 million, Daily Mail, from Manchester City last year, Sterling's debut season in Chelsea colours never really lifted off like many expected. The England attacker ended up with 9 goals in 38 games across all competitions. However, the 28-year-old winger will now get a clean slate that Mauricio Pochettino has joined as the club's new head coach. Pochettino has spoken very highly about Sterling during a pre-match press conference for this weekend's pre-season friendly against Brighton. "I think he's an important player for us. He's in our plan. He can provide to the team many different things. We are confident we can get the best from him to help the team to achieve what we want," Pochettino said, as quoted by Football London. "We've always been confident Sterling would improve during his second season with the club. That belief is now even stronger that Pochettino is in the manager's dugout, too. If he can recapture his peak Manchester City form, Chelsea's frontline will look a lot different next term and be much more potent." Kylian Mbappe has not traveled with the rest of the Paris Saint-Germain squad on their pre-season tour of Japan and is believed to be up for sale. The World Cup winner is contracted to the French Giants until the summer of 2024, though there is an option to extend by only a year. He is not expected to activate in 2024. If any club were to come in for him, they would be able to land Mbappe's signature without having to pay so much as a penny in transfer fees. As a result, the PSG hierarchy are believed to have come to the decision that they will try and cash in on their superstar forward now to avoid losing him for free in 12 months' time. Just where Mbappe could end up as soon as the end of this summer remains to be seen, however. With that being said, Mirror Football has identified 5 potential destinations that Mbappe could deem as an attractive proposition. The Spanish giant's interest in Mbappe is by now incredibly well documented, with the two seemingly destined to join forces sooner rather than later. The summer transfer window of 2021 was dominated by a "will he, won't he" saga surrounding Mbappe and Real Madrid. Victor Osimhen of Napoli is a man on the club's shortlist. Football.London understands the 24-year-old is very much liked by Chelsea ahead of the summer transfer window and the club are considering making a move for the Nigeria international. Osimhen, however, would not come cheap, with the striker scoring 23 goals in 29 league games so far to help Napoli win their first Serie A title in over 30 years in a historic season for the club. The Blues view Osimhen as someone who can potentially help with their problem in front of goal but are aware there will be immense competition for his signature after such a strong season. Chelsea will have no European football to offer the striker either, which could prove a sticking point in any negotiations. Strong in the air, extremely quick and explosive, with an unteachable knack in front of goal. Osimhen has all of the attributes a modern-day striker needs, and at 24, he has theoretically not even reached the peak in his career just yet. The future of Neymar Jr. appeared to be settled, with the 31-year-old remaining at Paris Saint-Germain. However, that might not be the case. French media outlet Le Parisien has reportedly set its sights on acquiring the Brazilian superstar. Nonetheless, a potential transfer hinges on the player's decision to leave the capital club. It remains unclear how PSG's decision-makers view the prospect of Neymar's departure. Chelsea's interest in the former FC Barcelona star signifies their ambition to bolster their attacking options. Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino's previous experience coaching Neymar while at PSG. Furthermore, Thiago Silva's familiarity with the Brazilian forward from their shared stint at PSG and the national team could play a role in the potential transfer. Neymar's future at PSG could depend on various factors, including his ambitions, the Ligue 1 side's long-term plans, and the potential acquisition of suitable replacements. Newly appointed manager Luis Enrique will likely have a say regarding whether he sees Neymar as part of his project. The Spanish manager did have the player during his time at Barcelona, but perhaps his opinion about the PSG star has changed. Chelsea technical director Christopher Vival has left the club after less than a year in his role, as Todd Boehly continues to wield the axe. Vival, who was previously at RB Leipzig where he was responsible for recruitment and scouting, joined the Blues in December. He also spent 5 years at Leipzig's sister club Red Bull Salzburg as head of scouting and recruitment, overseeing the signings of Erling Haaland and Karim Adeyemi during his time in Austria. However, just 7 months since his appointment, Vival has departed the Blues, despite being hired by Boehly as the long-term successor to ex-Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech. This was after Cech, alongside several staff members, had left the club following Boehly's takeover last summer. According to the Daily Mail, Vival has quit the club and is said to be serving gardening leave. He isn't contributing to any decisions heading into the new Premier League season as Chelsea aim to improve on last season's disappointing 12th place finish. During his time at Chelsea, Vival's remit involved oversight of football globally with Joe Shields, Kyle McCauley and Jim Fraser leading on talent management and recruitment, and Matthew Hallam leading on data and analysis. It is thought he played a role in the January arrival of Joao Felix from Atletico Madrid, while he was also pictured in Benoit Badiashile's announcement photo. Vival's departure will see Winstanley and Stewart consolidate his responsibilities as they continue to work on the football structure of the club. The Blues have endured somewhat of an overhaul so far this summer following the appointment of Mauricio Pochettino as the club's new manager. 16 senior players have left Stamford Bridge, including Kalidou Koulibaly, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Mateo Kovacic, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang became the latest big-name departure on Friday night when he made the switch to Marseille. Chelsea allowed the Gabon international to leave on a free transfer, despite having 1 year left on his contract in West London. As for incomings, Chelsea have made 6 first-team signings, with Nicholas Jackson and Christopher Nkunku among those to make the switch to Stamford Bridge this summer. The Blues are also expected to sign a midfielder before the end of the window, with Moises Caicedo heavily linked. Speaking ahead of his side's friendly against Brighton in the United States, Pochettino said, "The ideal world, we can see after if we get that. Maybe we do need, even if we do well in the competition, we need 23 to 24 players. Max 25, keepers included. Less than 25 is better. We need to be right and need to be able to choose the player and profile."